machine. To rescue Erend, Aloy winds up fighting them, but first, she must cross the ruins to reach their camp.
We face a lot of obstacles as we traverse the ruins of San Francisco. To overcome them, we've given Aloy some great new tools. Using the focus scanner, you can highlight spots that allow free climbing anywhere in the open world. The pullcaster speeds up climbing and can get you quickly out of trouble. The shield wing allows you to safely descend from great heights or surprise enemies from above. With the diving mask, you can stay submerged as long as you like and take your time to plan a path around amphibious machines or boost through strong underwater currents. And to speed up overland travel, a variety of machines can be overridden and used as mounts or in combat. Combat in Horizon Forbidden West puts a strong emphasis on tactics and player choice. For close-range combat, the spear is an excellent option. There's a range of combos that have different uses and effects. Valor Surges add a unique set of special abilities, one of which can be used to knock back nearby enemies. The spear can be charged to create a high damage effect that can take down even the stronger enemies. A wide array of different weapons is quickly accessible via the weapon wheel. A slingshot with adhesive grenades to temporarily stall machines. Bows with arrows that can strip armor and expose weak spots. A powerful launcher that fires spikes that explode on impact. Smoke bombs that temporarily blind enemies. Or you can pick up weapons shot off from machines. The full game has many more unique weapons, and each of them can be upgraded on a workbench, but more on that another time.
I can't aim for shit, but shoot!
The player will need to be smart and creative and use all of the combat options we have shown to deal with a large variety of deadly machines. Sunwings in the sky, Claw Striders and Tremor Tusks on land, Snapmaws in the water, even the seemingly harmless burrowers that you saw briefly swim by. They are all dangerous, and even more so when overridden by human rebels.
We've only scratched the surface of the rebel threat, as Aloy will fight them in many forms throughout the game. And to defeat them, she must explore the open world to uncover the secret behind their power, and how that secret is related to her quest to stop the Blight. And this is just one of the mysteries she will unravel as her journey through the Forbidden West takes many twists and turns.
Junction's clear.
It's time to wrap it up. We will have more updates close to launch, and everyone here at Guerrilla can't wait for you to experience the full game. Thank you for watching.
PlayStation.
The time draws near. Prepare yourself.
In 2018, the God of War reboot did what some considered unlikely: turn a murderous rageaholic warrior into a sympathetic father figure and revitalize a series that felt as if it had run its creative course. With the sequel, presumably called God of War Ragnarok, on the horizon, let's catch up with old Kratos, his son Atreus, and where we last left the Nordic realm.
Down 8
Years
flights.
after the
Subject
events of the
3A.
original trilogy, God of War 2018 opens on Kratos, now in the Norse realm of Midgard. Kratos and his young son Atreus prepare a funeral pyre for Faye, Kratos' second wife and Atreus' mother. After a moment of silence, Kratos takes Atreus out on his first hunt. It doesn't go well.
The Corlicks flooded the whole bottom of the station. Listen.
Father and son return home,
Bypass
finding
Mark
Frey's
1,
body
Mark
has
1,
been fully
and through
cremated. Kratos
waste
barely has enough time to
process.
give Atreus a lesson about anger management before a stranger, who looks like the bassist from every folk metal band, comes a-knockin'. Despite Kratos' reluctance to fight, they square off in a tree-chopping, stone-throwing, mountain-crushing duel to end all duels. Eventually, the stranger reveals that he can't
It's a
even
gutter. I
feel
don't care what
any
it
of the
smells
pain
like.
Kratos has been
Jump in.
dishing out.
I can't feel any of this.
At least until Kratos snaps his neck and seemingly kills him for good. We'll later learn this rune-tattooed guy is Baldur, one of Odin's sons and half-brother of Thor.
So, care to try again?
Kratos returns home and resolves to finish Faye's last wish, to scatter her ashes from the peak of the highest mountain. He and Atreus set out across Midgard and eventually meet the blue-skinned dwarf blacksmith, Brock, who reveals that he and his estranged brother Sindri crafted Kratos' axe Leviathan, which originally belonged to Faye. Not long after, Atreus demonstrates his questionable archery skills
They're in the
again
ducks.
and shoots a boar, which turns out is a friend of the Witch of the Woods.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this.
Kratos and Atreus head back to the witch's house, and while Atreus is busy, she reveals that she knows that Kratos is half-god, and implores him to tell Atreus about his heritage before the Norse gods get the drop on them.
That is none of your concern.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me.
Kratos is predictably reluctant. Kratos and Atreus head out to the Lake of Nine, a massive body of water
right,
housing
everyone out of the
centuries of
pool.
ancient Norse history, where they are welcomed by the World Serpent, an appropriately monstrous snake who's also the last remaining Jotun giant. Turns out Old World Serpent is actually pretty friendly, at least to folks with a penchant for killing Norse gods. Kratos and Atreus continue their journey towards the mountain, meet Brock's brother Sindri, and find the mountain pass has been blocked by a deadly black mist which can only be cleared by the light of Alfheim, home of the elves, which helps them gain access to the Bifrost, the magical bridge linking all of Midgard's various realms, housed in Tyr's temple, and gets them access to Alfheim. But she's suddenly yanked back to Midgard, leaving Kratos and Atreus to figure their way out. Father and son soon find that they've entered into a war between Light Elves and Dark Elves, with the Dark Elves closing in on victory. Once Kratos and Atreus make it to the supposed Light of Alfheim, Kratos enters the light and is transported to a dreamlike
power
version
to the
of
door.
Midgard.
Hit the
All
backup
while
generator
Atreus'
far into the
voice
room.
can be heard wishing Kratos was a better father.
I'm strong. I'm smart. I'm not what he thinks I am. I know better.
Kratos is about to see his wife's spirit, but is suddenly yanked out of the light by Atreus. Kratos is understandably a bit angry, but quickly realizes that the few moments he spent in the light translated to hours, maybe days in the real world. Kratos sees the piles and piles of elves Atreus has had to defend against in his absence, and Atreus furiously accuses Kratos of abandoning him.
I didn't know what to do! You left me here! Again!
The pair head back to the mountain and clear out the black mist with the light of Alfheim, only to run into a lightning dragon halfway up. Kratos and Atreus manage to escape its clutches momentarily, but then find the same dragon attempting to snack on Sindri. Kratos kills the dragon by spearing it on a crane and shoving a chunk of explosive world tree sap into its throat, blowing a hole through its jaw.
Hear that? They're coming.
As thanks for saving him, Sindri offers Atreus some arrows made of mistletoe, and Kratos later uses a piece to fix Atreus' chest strap. Kratos and Atreus make it to the top of the mountain, but overhear a conversation between a very much still alive Baldur and Thor's sons, Modi and Magni.
You have nothing to offer me, so take your question. Take your place. Take these two
Jumpy red ones!
worthless wankers and piss off.
Kratos hears them interrogating Ymir, Odin's former advisor and the Norse god of knowledge and wisdom, who's been imprisoned inside a tree by Odin for 109 years. It's a long story. Kratos and Atreus speak with Mimir once the coast is clear, but unfortunately learn that their princess is in another the tallest mountain in the realms isn't where they're standing. It's in Jotunheim, realm of the giants.
See that mountain? Looks like a giant's finger scraping the sky. That's the highest peak in all of realm.
Watch the left!
And access has been blocked off by the giants to keep out Odin and his crew. Mimir's suggestion? Cut off his head, get the witch to reanimate him, and they'll take another passage at Mimir's direction. Mimir also takes a chance to whisper to Kratos that he really ought to tell his son how he's half god and all.
So we value your privacy more than the sun.
Right hand, catwalk!
When Mimir awakens, he lets it spill that the witch is in fact Freya, a Norse goddess, much to the concern of Kratos. Kratos, Atreus, and Mimir continue exploring for stuff they'll need to get to Jotunheim, but are ambushed by Thor's sons Modi and Magni. Kratos manages to kill Magni, and a furious Atreus injures Modi before coughing up blood. Atreus' mysterious sickness, mentioned just before their journey, begins to manifest. Atreus musters enough strength to start heading back to Freya with Kratos, but the pair get ambushed by Modi again. Taunted by Modi, Atreus' anger rises and he launches into a miniature Spartan rage, just like his dad, but collapses
Yours
on
have
the
power,
floor.
but they're
Kratos
locked
gains
down.
the upper hand
Esther?
and Modi flees again. Great job, bud.
A 16 million digit cipher. Perhaps check the logs of the maintenance and Linux.
Kratos takes Atreus to Freya again, who says she needs the heart of a troll guarding the Bridge of the Damned in Helheim. You know, Hell, to cure him. The catch? Kratos' Leviathan axe is useless in Helheim. Thankfully, Kratos has the perfect backup. Kratos starts rowing back to his house as a storm begins raging. Along the way, what looks like the ghost of
Accessing.
Athena
I
appears
have
in
the
front
code
of
for
him.
you.
Kratos enters his house and opens up the mysterious floorboards to reveal the Blaze of Chaos, the chain swords that once belonged to Ares and featured prominently throughout the original trilogy. Athena appears behind Kratos and tells him that he'll never be able to leave his monstrous side behind, no matter where he goes. Kratos has the perfect retort.
I know. But I am your monster no longer.
With a new weapon, Kratos fights through Helheim, killing the troll guarding the Bridge of the Damned and taking its heart. Before he can dip out, the mist of Helheim materializes into a vision of Zeus, Kratos' dear old, very dead dad.
Your father was Zeus? Well, that explains a lot.
Mimir lets him know the vision isn't real, but pieces together Kratos' true origin as the Spartan god of war. Back at Freya's, the witch starts healing Atreus and tells Kratos that to truly heal, Atreus needs to know he's part god.
Can break the fever. But to heal.
Little friend, coming up the pipe!
On their way out, Kratos tells Atreus the truth about his origin, at least partially, that he was born a god, but chose to live as a man in Midgard. That means Atreus, seemingly cured of his sickness for good, is a god as well, which just makes him wonder if he can fly or turn invisible. Kratos tries to give some life lessons while searching through Tyr's temple, but unfortunately the whole god thing turns Atreus into quite the cocky little jerk.
All you ever talk about. Over and over. Do something about it or shut up for it.
And he mercilessly kills a wounded Modi against Kratos' wishes. The crew manages to open the portal to Jotunheim, but are ambushed by Baldur. And the portal is accidentally destroyed. Kratos tries to stop a clearly outmatched Atreus from fighting Baldur, but Atreus shoots his father with an electric arrow. That diversion gives Baldur the chance to kidnap Atreus and leap onto a giant dragon. Kratos gives chase, fist-fighting Baldur on the dragon's back. Kratos manages to slash the dragon's wing, plummeting everyone to Tyr's temple and the Bifrost portal, which sucks Kratos, Atreus, and Baldur into Helheim. Kratos and Atreus fight their way out of Hell, and through a spirit vision, it's revealed that Baldur is Freya's son, and her attempt to save him from death cursed him with the inability to feel, taste, or enjoy just about anything.
Shore party, this is your
Families,
pickup.
am I
Beginning
right?
dropship
Along the
approach to
way,
the
another
refinery.
spirit vision of Zeus, this time being murdered by a younger Kratos, appears,
No
spilling
response from
beams on
Hangar Delta
Kratos'
ALS.
past.
Diverting to Epsilon.
The group finally leaves Hell and stumble upon a clue revealing Tyr has hidden another passage to Jotunheim, but they'll need Mimir's other eye, which just so happens to be inside the World Serpent's belly. The crew briefly visits Brock and Sindri, who've now patched up their differences, and Atreus lets out his softer side, clearly understanding how much of a brat he was being earlier.
No, quit your grinning. It's downright unsettling.
It's just nice to see you together.
The crew rows into the Serpent's Gullet and finds Mimir's other eyeball, which returns his godly power of sight. Just as they're leaving, Baldur attacks the serpent and it spits them out at the foot of a dead giant named Thamur. Freya arrives asking what happened, saying she's looking for her son, but quickly catches on that they know something is up. Baldur emerges from the icy waters, and needless to say, it's a somewhat stressful family reunion. Freya attempts to apologize for robbing Baldur of his ability to feel, but he rebuffs her.
How I feel? How I feel?
Kratos warns Baldur that Hindus will never grant him peace, but it falls on deaf ears.
This again.
Cue boss fight. Freya tries to intervene with magic, and as Kratos is wrapped up in vines, Atreus warns Baldur not to attack. Baldur unleashes a devastating punch on Atreus, nearly crippling the boy, but it turns out to be a trap for Baldur.
What?
Atreus' mistletoe arrow, the same one attached to his strap, the one thing that can erase Freya's spell, has pierced Baldur's fist, finally giving Baldur his physical senses back. A very pissed Freya reanimates the giant, pleading with Kratos to not kill Baldur, even though her son definitely still wants her dead. Cue one final boss fight. And with Baldur defeated, Freya attempts one last time to make amends, offering to let her son kill her if it will make him whole. Baldur begins to strangle the life out of Freya, but Kratos kills him for good this time. Freya, however, doesn't see Kratos' point of view, and vows the most violent of revenge against him.
He saved your life!
He robbed me of everything!
Her words spur Kratos to tell Atreus the whole truth, how he made a deal with a god that cost him his soul, how he murdered countless people, and how he killed his father Zeus. But as Atreus wonders if all godly relationships end in patricide, Kratos tells him,
I would be pleased to assist.
We be the gods we choose to be.
Kratos and Atreus finally make their way to the tallest mountain in Jotunheim. Kratos, having nothing more to hide, finally undoes the bandages hiding the chain-link scars he earned during his servitude to Ares.
No. Is there another?
We're so close.
Along the path, Kratos and Atreus discover remnants of the Jotun giants, finding a prophecy showing Atreus' mother was a member of the giants,
Scanning.
and foretelling all
Negative
of the
result.
steps of their journey.
That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how?
It's also revealed that Baldur's actual target was Atreus' mother, not knowing she'd been turned to ash moments prior. Kratos' final discovery is an ominous mural depicting a dead or dying Kratos being held by Atreus, with some sort of snake coming out of the boy's mouth. Finally, at the top of the peak, Kratos and Atreus spread Faye's ashes, overlooking a horizon filled
There we
with
are.
dead giants.
Sending you the door code.
As they walk away, Atreus asks Kratos why the murals in the giant's temple referred to him as Loki. Kratos says it was the name his mother wanted for him, and she may have called him that to the other giants. Of course, we know Loki as the infamous and dastardly trickster god, an iconic figure in Norse mythology. It doesn't line up perfectly with what we know about Loki, but myth is often reshaped in retellings, so it's unclear for now how much Atreus will actually become the trickster god we know, or if he'll forge his own path.
Question for another day. Let us go home.
But that's not all. In a post-credits dream sequence, Kratos and Atreus are resting at home when they're approached by a shadowy figure shrouded in lightning, storm clouds, and wielding a hammer, who we can reasonably assume is Odin.
Developing. Home stretch, fire team.
With the sequel on the horizon, it's safe to say that
So,
Kratos and
we're safe.
Atreus will be squaring off against more Norse gods and diving deeper into the world of Midgard. Now you're caught up on God of War and ready for Ragnarok, whatever shape it may come in.
Whoops. I think I've broken.
Hold that thought, Doc.
During the Gamescom 2021 Opening Night Live presentation, Guerrilla Games announced that they were shadow dropping a patch for Horizon Zero Dawn that raises the performance on PlayStation 5 consoles to 4K at 60 frames per second. So we wanted to share some quick gameplay of how the game looks in motion after the patch. We hope you enjoy, and for everything else Horizon, you're already in the right place. IGN.
That a company ship? What the fuck happened here?
Wayland Yutani synths brought local animals up to, replenish the hive. Then eggs back down for experiments.
Catching it, though. They bred Xenos?
I have no link to PrideFly. I can't run the launch sequence by remote. Shore party, you'll prep the hangar. Start depressurization when you're ready.
More equipment if you want.
When you hit that, every Xeno in the vents will pour out. Doc, you boarding?
No. No, I want to help. Out here.
Don't fucking die on us now!
Deployed. Aid kits here.
Alright, here we go. It's a big room. This'll take time.
Right on time. Here come the bugs!
Keep them off us, or fly yourself home.
Just stay out of the way for now. Right flank, inbound! Watch left flank!
to hit the hydraulics? Anyone going to hit the hydraulics? Door hydraulics prime. Continue with launch sequence. Deactivate the safety interlocks on the bay doors. Controls are in the landing signal officer station, left side. Safety interlocks disengaged, resuming cycle. Fire team, more Xenos inbound. Now the real fun starts. Coming in! Watch the deck!
Shutdown is required. Reloading.
Get to the air boss's console and clear for final depressurization.